Hey YouTube, this morning I put out a fast move damage team. This one is more of a spammy team. Swinub, Pika Libre, and Grimer. And a lot of people in the comments say, what if I don't have Pika Libre? Don't worry, because the core of Grimer and Swinub with a third that will be showcased tomorrow. As of shooting this at the end of Sunday, I am up to 2950 something. So again, I was at 2550 like 3 days ago. So I've grinded about 400 yellow in 3 days. Thanks to the fast move damage team, which got me a bunch. This team, which got me a bunch. And then why I ended up subbing out Pika Libre, I'm going to talk about in the video. But again, very spammy Pokemon. Good coverage all around, right? You have, I think Swinub, let me talk about Swinub for a second before I start this video. We all know what Pika Libre, I talked about Pika Libre already in the video about Ducklet, right? Plus Flying Press for the steals. Grimer was a direct answer to Cottony. I saw Cottony everywhere. I do not have a Scroopy bug poison, or else I would use that. So I was looking through my things, and I had a Grimer as a poison, and just being able to get in there and wall Cottony, come out with a ton of energy, and have a Mud Bomb for the steals, which is your biggest issue, is a super, super strong play. Swinub is, in my opinion, probably one of the most underrated Pokemon in this meta. It handled G-Fisk in many, many matchups quite easily. It does okay against Ducklet. It does great against Cottony. It does just well in neutral matchups. It's so spammy, only 5 Powder Snows to the Body Slam, 1 more to the Icy Wind. In neutral matchups here, you're just, again, this is a same matchup. I know a lot of people go to the Icy Wind here. I don't like going to the Icy Wind. I could, again, sure, it's still neutral because you're half ground and it lowers your attack. But the Body Slam is all you need. I'll take Switch. I have energy advantage. Out comes the Ducklet. Here comes, although 1 times lowered, Icy Wind, which is going to still chip here. They're going to need to throw, or else I'm going to get to a Body Slam, right? So they had to throw here. So chipped them a ton. I now have an extremely hard answer in Pika Libre. They get out into the Cottony, and this is why this stupid combo, I'm not losing to you again anymore. So many Cottonies in my range. And so many G-Fisk, and this was a great answer to G-Fisk. A lot of them now, I would say 95% of the ones I run into are just running Muddy Water and Rock Slide. Muddy Water only takes 4 to get to, and it does super effective against all these grounds, right? So that is why a lot of people are using it. I had no problem going against it here because I'm going to get to 2 Icy Winds to take this out before they get to 3 Muddy Waters to take me out. So I can take Switch, or I can take so I take Switch here. I'm just going to get to the Icy Wind. Look at that. So I took Switch against a G-Fisk that has a super effective Muddy Water, and I'm going to get a move off, and I'm going to keep alignment here, and I lowered their attack, right? So Swinub putting in a ton of work. Even if they Braver me, it's still going to hurt lower. Okay, so just Bubble Beam, that's fine. Now they're going to reset to Altaria. Maybe I should have banked that. What I was hoping at is the Poison Jabs are really a hard-hitting fast move here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes 6 to get to the moves. It's not a Sludge Bomb. It's just Sludge, actually. But that fast move damage does so much. Taking it down, add a move, almost back-to-back here. These Sludges do a ton, so they have to shield. Here comes the second one. Goodbye. So Grimer, really underrated pick. Like, I think in the rankings, it's pretty low in the rankings, but for me, it did great. Great lead here. They come into their own Swinub. Swinub's actually the toughest problem for this team, right? Because you have Electric, which is resisted by the ground, and Poison, which is resisted by the ground. So I'm just going to kind of stay in this matchup. I can deal with the Drifloon with Pika Libre if I need to. So they are staying in, and let's see what I decide to do here. I think I let this go and try and come in and Thundershock down, which is not a good idea because it is not anywhere close to going down to these Thundershocks because that is double resisted. So now they lower my attack, and I'm gonna have to throw here, right? So stupid play on my part. I should have kept alignment here. Let's see what they have in the back. Because if I could have won that switch with Swinub, I could have kept alignment here. They're coming in here, which is like, why are they coming in here? Unless they have something really weak in the back to this. So I may try and catch. No, I tried to CMP. I should have tried to catch there. But I'm going to try and maybe just run with this. And what they have in the back. Vigoroth. The problem is, what you're going to see, counters are resisted. You're thinking, great. One body slam and these poison jabs adding up. You do survive, barely. Does a Mud Bomb take out a Vigoroth? No. I am able to take it out because the counters are resisted. And can I take this out before it takes me out? I can. So, Grimer putting in work. I thought I lost that matchup, but I ended up winning that matchup, which is great. So I ran with this team. So I was down to 2550. And then the Steelix team got me to 2610-ish. The fast move team got me 150, so it's like 27 something. This one got me up to 2860. And then what happened was, I have two answers for Cottony, right? One on the lead and one in the back. Odds were not in my favor for some reason. I went 4 straight matches where the Cottony got on my Pika Libre. And you just you lost, right? So I went, did I go 1-4 in that set or 0-5 in that set? And then I'm like, you know what? Pika Libre, I like you. I like being able to find press and just KO a bunch of stuff in such a wall to Ducklet. But I need something that does not get walled by that, but still deals with all these other Pokemon. And that Pokemon I put in 5 sets today. 2810 to 2956, something like that. 5 positive sets. Hopefully I hit Legend tomorrow with it. And if I do, I will bring that to you on Tuesday. And you will see me hit Legend with that team. Hopefully I do. It's a good team. Even if I don't hit Legend with it tomorrow, I'm honestly going to grind it out Tuesday and Wednesday too. Because I think it's a very, very strong team. The Swinub Grimer core has been killing it. So find a third that you think works. So we've seen this matchup. That's a 4, so this is a Muddy Water. You can shield the first one if you want. You're gonna have to shield one anyways. And they're likely to shield one back. So you might as well just shield the first one, even though 2 are gonna take you out whether you shield the first one or not, quite honestly. So here comes the second one. You win CMP against a G-Fisk, so just throw it right on the 12th. Unless they catch, but if they catch, unless they catch a resisted move, which there's not a ton in this that resists ice, you then have alignment. So I'll take alignment too any day, quite honestly. Don't want to get hit with the rock slide, so I'm going to try and take this out. And they shield. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Brave Bird does not take me out. So now I have a move coming out if the G-Fisk comes back in. And I'm going to win CMP over G-Fisk. So I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to have shield advantage. Not much health left here, but a little bit. Oh, double flyer team. So let's see what I think I'm just going to come in and force them to throw on my... Yeah. Force them to throw. I'm out of move. Force them to throw the Weather Ball. And then Poison Jab is going to do a ton of damage against a Pelipper in this meta. So easy farm down, easy shield, easy win here. So this is where I moved it onto the lead. So you're seeing why do you have it on the lead here? I have it on the lead here because I lost 4 in a row in the back. So I'm like, I'd rather just know. I would rather just know if I'm... You really only have one hard answer for Pika Libre, and that's Cottony. So if you don't see the Cottony on the lead, you're fine. And it's in the back, and they try and come out, and they're thinking, oh, I got just absolutely walled. Come in with energy here. This will not... One does not take out. It does 70%, 75%. So this will take it out, so they have to shield. By that time, Swinub and a loaded Pika Libre should be able to take out whatever's in the back with a shield advantage. Probably let's go. Come in. Oh, good undercharge too. Because now they're going to get to another move. Unfortunate. I'm still going to... Oh, I'm going to CMP. That makes sense. CMP here. Take this out. maybe come Swinub right away, or I'm going to throw here. Yeah. Grab the last shield, and then a 2-shielded Swinub. I was going to have absolutely no problem taking out a Wooper. So I'll shield this up. Get the Icy Wind off. Lower their attack. Almost take him out. I think it may take like 1 or 2 Powder Snows to take it out from this range. 1. Yep. Everything gets hit so hard in this meta. See, I'm going back and forth between the leads here, but I basically played with like, because I ran this for a full day, so I probably played like 5, 6, 4, somewhere between 4 and 6 sets with this team with Swinub lead, and then I did one set, or at least a few games with Pika Libre lead, and then I switched up the Pika Libre. But again, we've seen this. Take this out. They commit the double shield. And this is where it gets interesting. Because I have nothing that can take this down, right? I'm double weak to ground in the back. I have nothing that can take this down. They come in with Altaria. I'm just going to chip here. Come in with Grimer. Because I'm going to come out with a... Because I can just farm down and I'll basically come out with a move to throw at shield, because this will take me out. Come out with a move to throw at the G-Fisk if that comes back in. As long as I don't get hard walled by like a Drifloon is really the only hard wall. Driftblim. Driftblim is also a hard wall. A Ghost Flyer is the only hard wall, right? Because the Ghost resists the poison and the Flyer resists the ground. So there's only really 2 hard answers for this, and that is one of them. I do take it out, but I'm switch locked and they farm down and then take me out here. So unfortunately, one of the 2 answers to Grimer is in the back there. What can you do? Mirror match here. There's so many battles. Usually I can do like showcase 6 battles and it takes like 12 minutes. And I think this one I put in like 9 or 10 and it's basically 12 minutes too. So you're getting lots of battles here because these matchups just go so quick. Try to get the move off. He ends up catching, which again is fine. Easy farm down. They're going to get the Bulb Beam off. But that's all they're going to get off. I can have a move coming out. Pika Libre is good in that sense that you can just like absolutely wall a Ducklet. Swinub beats me for CMP here. Interesting that I guess I am almost at 2 moves here. Yeah, I guess take this out or grab a couple shields here. Makes sense. Or the 1 shield it would have been. Their own Pika Libre. Oh, and you want to talk about a great answer for Pika Libre. Grimer. Because they cannot throw the Flying Press. I lose CMP here. They cannot throw the Flying Press. They can only throw the Thunder Punch. And it takes multiple Thunder Punches to take me out. 3, 4. Okay, so I guess I drained 1 Thunder Shock from them. I think this was maybe my first matchup playing this, and I'm like, I do not know how much a Thunder Punch does. No, it's definitely 2 Thunder Punches because Grimer's so glassy. Pika Libre hits like a truck. What was the thing that could take multiple moves? I think it's the Muddy One. What was it that can take multiple moves? You can take multiple moves from something that I was like, oh, I'm really surprised you can take multiple moves from that. Is this the last one with Pika Libre back on the lead? Yeah, so Pika Libre is so glassy, so you have to shield up everything. That's fine. I can go back to back here. This will take out. Okay, this will take out. Or they shield and farm a bit and then try and take me out, which would be smart too. Yeah, 3. Okay, which I'm not going to allow them to. Quite honestly. So I'll catch a Body Slam. Problem is Body Slam 2 will take me out because this is so glassy and they will definitely get to the second before this. I may let it run. Let it go. Yeah, because I feel like Pika Libre, again, outside of the Cottony, Pika Libre can just hit anything. So come in here. Okay, get hit with an Altaria. Saw quite a few Altarias, which is interesting. It's not not that it's interesting. It's a smart pick. Gotta go full farm. I think I'll win CMP against the Swinub, or they're gonna not come in the Swinub. They're gonna make me dump my energy. Nope, they do come Swinub. Okay. So I do get the Mud Bomb off. This should be enough to take out. Swinub is glassy. Oh, no, I'm gonna lose this matchup. That's too bad. I end with a loss? Since when do I edit to end with a loss? Anyways, that's the team. Yeah, and why I actually switched Pika Libre, it's not only that I was getting sick of the Connie, which that was the main reason. It was because this team, Swinub and Grammar, are so glassy. You need a little more bulk on the team. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I will have a legend title and thumbnail to go with it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll do a combo of that team plus Ultra League teams this week. And then next week and a half is going to be tricky. Figure out if there's going to be less videos. Actually, I may not even post 2 videos. Because Friday, I'm driving back to Hamilton for a wedding and I'm staying down there for a week. And then at the back end of that, I'm going up to my wife's family's cottage for 3 days. So I'm not going to be able to film there at all on the transition. So there's going to be like some videos, but it's going to be inconsistent. And you probably won't get the second last week is Master League and the second last week is Master League and like an Ultra League Cup, August 17th. Yeah, Fantasy Cup, Ultra League, and Master League. And I'm driving up to that family cottage on the 18th and there from the 19th to 20th. So like you're probably not going to, you'll get maybe one that I can shoot on the Thursday night, one Fantasy Cup team on the Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday it's just going to have to be random stuff until I'm back in Ottawa Sunday night to do Monday. So just be aware, a little inconsistency over the next week and a half, but try and keep it going. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.